Hi, how are you? I'm Zita, your guiding luminary. Thank you for joining me today. If this is your first time, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. I'm a life coach and an intuitive healer. One of the things I like to offer my clients is oracle card readings because sometimes we have subliminal messages or deep unconscious messages or issues that we need to bring to the surface, and oracle cards are a great way of doing that. And recently, I've had a couple of people reaching out to me because either someone passed recently or it was the anniversary of somebody's death, like it was my father's last week. And so we are kind of very sensitive when this happens. So I was inspired to do a reading to see perhaps your loved one's trying to reach out to you and communicate with you, and maybe bring you some comfort, some love, some closure. These are things we, as adults, when we lose someone we care about very much, we need to open up our hearts and receive the blessings that their passing has in helping us in this life. Many times when the soul crosses over, it was their time to leave, and this is an opportunity for them to help guide us from the other side. And sometimes they can help us more when they've moved on. And although this is very difficult for us to understand, this is part of our soul journeys, and these are the contracts we've gone into collectively. So without further ado, I'd like to ask you to close your eyes and pick one of the three piles, pile number 1, pile number 2, or pile number 3. Or if you prefer to choose with articles, here's a feather, a beautiful little angel, and a rose quartz. So if more than one pile resonates with you, that is perfectly okay. What I would encourage you to do is perhaps note which pile resonates first, second, or even third, because it can be quite possible that all the three piles resonate with you. And there's an important message. I had a client who her mother was very talkative, and the cards kept flipping and flipping and flipping. Her mom just passed a month ago, and she wanted to comfort her daughter. Although she was older, a senior citizen in her 80s, her daughter still missed her and was rest assured that her mom crossed over and was at peace and no longer in pain. So without further ado, I'll let you take a few seconds and then we will begin. Okay, for those who picked pile number 1, or this beautiful feather, this reading is for you. So I hope it gives you some comfort and support and guidance. So whoever it is you've been thinking about, whoever passed recently or a while ago, or perhaps someone who celebrated an anniversary of long distance, I wanted to mention that many times we come here with life purposes and we make choices, signing contracts, soul contracts before we even come on earth. And what this soul is trying to tell you right now is that whatever happened, it wasn't your fault. They had their purpose here and they made a choice. And I've heard that sometimes we have more than one exit point when we leave our souls, leave the earth plane. And they chose to leave now. And they thought it was the best time because maybe they were suffering a lot, or maybe they live very far away from you and wanted to be closer to you, and in crossing over they can watch you better and they can help you. They have a better understanding because when they pass or cross over, they realize they had choices and they chose love. So in loving you, they help themselves more by crossing over, and they have a better understanding. So perhaps they were not the best parent or friend or life partner in your life, and they're feeling regret. Maybe they didn't treat you the best way possible. Maybe they didn't love themselves enough. So perhaps this relationship was very toxic. You tried your best and it didn't help because this person was not responsive, was not collaborative, and perhaps it brought you a lot of pain. You chose to love them regardless, and they may have loved you in their own way, and they were just human when they were here, and they were maybe not able to love you the way you would love to be loved. So this happens very often in toxic families where the parents live their own personal dramas, but as a child we believe we are our parents' universe and that we come first and everything evolves around us. Unfortunately, our parents do have their own personal traumas that they're dealing with. They have financial responsibilities, home life, work is responsibilities, food on the table, etc. So, and if you had many children in the family, that the attention wasn't where it could have been, and you may have felt like you were abandoned. So, with this person passing, he's trying or she's trying to tell you it wasn't your fault. Although you were there perhaps to help them in their transition, it was their choice. They chose to leave. They needed to find peace. And if you look at the clouds here, you see this beautiful sunshine. They're living in a place of betterment. They're living in peace. So now they understand from the other side and what happened to them, why things worked out the way they did. They're learning their lessons, and hopefully they'll be able to come back and help you because they're looking to heal. And if you're looking for some healing as well, I pulled out a deck called Ask an Angel, which I thought was kind of appropriate to this subject. And let's see if there isn't an additional message for you. So don't be surprised if you find feathers dropping around you, or you're finding them. That is your family member or friend or life partner who's been trying to reach out to you and show you that they do love you. And it was just their time to leave. Okay. And so now that they have a better understanding of life on the other side, there's a direct message they wanted to share with you. There we go. It was their time. It was their time. There was absolutely nothing you could have done for them. You probably scaled the tallest mountains, got up on that plane to help them. You were there at their bedside, caring for them. But the minute you probably walked out the room, the minute you closed your eyes, the minute you walked home from the hospital, or you closed that bedroom door, even for a split second, the person took that opportunity to leave. Oh my gosh, pile number one, I got the goosebumps. It was their time. You see, their third eye is telling you it was their time. There was some sadness because they were parting from you, but they chose to leave. And that was their choice and had nothing to do with you. You did not abandon them. You did not neglect them. Forgive yourself. They are in a better place. They are happier, and they'll be able to help you in your life moving forward because they're from heaven. They're in heaven now, and they can reach out to you. So look for those feathers. Look for the coins that you might find. And whenever you do find coins, perhaps flip over the coin to see what year is indicated or time stamped. And maybe that year meant something special for you both. And that's a confirmation it's a loved one reaching out to you. And it's their time. It was their time. God bless. I hope this brings you some comfort and joy. And if you'd like a personal reading, be it concerning a past loved one who's crossed over or around your love life, a career transition, or you're looking for simple inspiration and guidance, feel free to reach out to me, and it'd be my pleasure to work with you as a life coach and to use my intuitive healing methodologies. Thank you. And please don't forget to like and subscribe my channel to help it grow. Thank you, and live your life to the fullest. Okay, for those who picked pile number 2, or the little angel, isn't she cute? It's funny, I have angels all over the place. They keep popping up. Friends and family keep buying me little angels. That's such a nice thing to do. So thank you. So let's see what angelic message we have for you, either from a loved one or perhaps your spirit guides. So let's see. Excuse me. I'm getting a feeling that this loved one, they may have died suddenly, be it recently or in the distant past, and they just exited, perhaps with little or no warning, and this kind of shocked you. And in exiting, when they did, it hurt you tremendously, and they're sorry. It was their time to go. I guess they may have been in a lot of pain, be it physical pain or emotional pain, and trauma that never got resolved, and they just passed over. But rest assured that they were welcomed on the other side by their pets from this life and from other pets from other lives, and also other family and friends. They did not cross over alone. They did not cross over alone. You may not have been there, or you may have been there not realizing that they crossed because they were so still, only until you focused on them and you saw that they weren't breathing anymore. Or when you went to touch them, they were cold. Yes, this brought you many tears. Crying is very healing for the soul. It shows love and compassion. Look at the tears. Beautiful heart. They may have left without saying they're sorry. They may have hurt you also. And you were never able to forgive them while they were on this earth, walking with you. Pile number 2, please understand, sometimes some people are in so much grief that they can't see the grief they're hurting other people. They're asking you to forgive them for whatever may have transpired between the two of you while they were here on earth. Perhaps they were not the best parent. Perhaps they were not the best husband or wife or sibling or friend. But they do miss you, and they're asking you for forgiveness, because in forgiving them, you release yourself from the hurt. They were crying and needing their friends who understood them. Some people resonate better with animals than with human beings. And they were in a lot of pain, and they were seeking the comfort of their friends. And they too cried before leaving. They knew as they were going to leave that they'd be leaving you behind. And they were guided by this angel to cross over. Forgive them and forgive yourself. Each relationship is a partnership. It's a two-way street. It's like a tango dance. You can step forward, the other one steps backwards. You need to dance together to make the dance work. Otherwise, you keep bumping knees and heads. They love you very much, and their heart was yearning, and they were in a lot of pain, and they just needed to move forward. They too cried, and they know when you cry, it is good for the soul. It cleanses you. There's nothing more cleansing or healing than water. Perhaps take a walk on a beach. If you can't do that, perhaps take a nice cleansing shower, warm shower or bath. Thinking of this loved one that has passed. Forgive them, forgive yourself, so that both of you can be released from this contract that was signed by both of you. Whether or not you accomplished what you wanted to is not the point here. The point is you tried. You tried to some degree on both sides. It could have worked or it didn't work. Regardless, forgive yourself and forgive them. It's the only one only way to move forward. Like I did with pile number 1, pile number 2, I'm going to pull a card also from Ask an Angel Oracle card decks, and to see if there isn't additional messages for you. As you may or may not know, I like to shuffle my cards, and I let a card flip. I find that magical, and I enjoy the interaction with the universe. So let's see, do we have any more messages? They are at peace. They've transitioned. They're healing, and they'll be getting ready for their next assignment. They love you as much as you love them. Maybe even more. Remember, even if this was a toxic relationship, maybe their role was for you to wake up, to learn better boundaries, and to take care of yourself. You're being asked and encouraged to go out in Mother Earth, like I mentioned earlier. Isn't that amazing? Hug a tree. If you can't, walk on a beach, because depending where you are, especially in the northern hemisphere, we have winter right now. Mother Earth can help you heal. It helps you awaken the pain. As you can see, she's holding her hand near her heart chakra. So this healing will help you tremendously, especially in your heart chakra, so they can release some of the pain. There's never a better time than today to take care of yourself and look after yourself, because losing somebody, it feels like your world can be shattering. Your heart can explode in tremendous pain, and your heart chakra is just scattered all over the place. So to bring back those scattered pieces, you're being encouraged by Mother Earth to focus on nurturing yourself. Trees are here. The ground is here for us to use or collaborate with, to share our feelings. Take this time. Go in nature for a walk. Go snowshoeing or skiing or running or biking, whichever works for you, because this will help you heal your heart chakra. Wow, such a beautiful message. Such a beautiful message. And don't rush the healing process. It could take 6 months, 5 years. Every healing is separate. Every healing takes a toll, and it's on a journey. Make yourself a priority. The love you feel, the pain you feel now will diminish a little bit slowly over time. You will never forget this person, because they brought you so much love. But we need to heal, and that takes time. Never rush the process. When you're ready, you will be ready. And I don't know, do we ever heal from the death of a parent or a child? I can only speak for myself, because I lost my mother recently, and I said the pain is still there. It's not as bad as it was for the first 6 months, but it's still there. My heart is not the same. My chakra still is bleeding, and I do cry once in a while, and that's normal. So I hope you have been able to get some solace from this message. Your loved one needed to leave. It was their time. There was nothing you can do. So if you need to cry, please do so. It is so cleansing. You will feel better. In time, the pain lessens, but not necessarily goes away. So take care of yourself. Make yourself a priority. Ground yourself. Talk to the trees. Hug the trees. And let them absorb the pain and the frustration, so that you can heal and awaken your heart chakra for more love with others, and loving yourself even more. Well, I hope this resonated with you. If you'd like a personal reading, feel free to reach out to me. It'd be my pleasure to work with you. All my information is in the description below. Please like and subscribe to my channel to help it work, help it grow. And I look forward to seeing you again. God bless, and have a great day. Okay, for those who picked pile number 3, this reading is for you. It's represented by this beautiful rose quartz. It's one of my favorite crystals and one of the first I bought actually. And it just exudes a lot of energy, a lot of love for the heart chakra. So let's see what the message is for you. This pile got the most cards, so there is probably a very long message or a caring message that you need to hear. And here we go. So whoever you're thinking of, or whoever inspired you to come to this reading today, just be rest assured it was their time to go. It was in their soul contract. I'm getting the feeling it may or may not have been a sudden death, because I feel a lot of peace here, serenity, a lot of love as well from the reading. Maybe that's because of the heart chakra. So whoever it was their time to go. And you can see their little footsteps. They kind of walk towards the shoreline, but they never quite make it to the water. So it seems like they were ready to pass forward and onward to cross to heaven. They died because it was their time to go. They learned their lessons, but rest assured, you are never alone. They are always here to help you. And all you have to do is think of them and talk to them, and they'll be there to help you. They're in the ether. They will shine the light. Whenever you feel lost, just like a lighthouse, they're going to be there to help you, because their purpose now is to, maybe they became one of your guides on the other side. And by being on the other side, they can guide you better. They're only on the other side of the veil. As it's thinning, we will be able to see them more and communicate better. So take the time to go in nature, close your eyes, and talk to them. If they had a pet, bring the pet with you, or have the pet near you as you try to reach out to them and share whatever is bothering you. They're listening, and they will send you signs because they loved you dearly. I feel a lot of love in this reading, a very peaceful tranquility, as well as in when they crossed over, it was an easy crossing. Many souls sometimes get trapped. They refuse to accept that they died, or they may have died tragically or suddenly or accidentally. This loved one of yours, they passed seamlessly. It was their time to go. It was in their contract. It was one of their exit points. They were ready for the transition, so they just moved on. This is a beautiful reading. I hope this brings you some peace and some solace to know that whatever transpired, they are at peace, and they want you to be at peace as well. Yes, it's difficult. They're there to help you. Just talk to them. Like the other two cards, I was inspired to take out the deck Ask an Angel. So I'll see whether or not there isn't an additional meaning, an additional card or message that wants to come through. And for those who know me, I like to shuffle my cards and I let them flip. So let's see if there's not additional meanings. All right, additional message. Perhaps this message will give you some closure, some better understanding. Okay. Forgiveness. Oh. Maybe they did leave without letting you know. Maybe they slipped into a coma. Maybe they died in an accident. Maybe they died in their sleep. So maybe there was unresolved issues between the two of you. And they're asking you to forgive them. While on earth, they didn't really know that it was their time to go. So maybe there was unresolved issues, and they're just simply asking you to forgive them so that you can release yourself from any ties or any pain that's keeping you living in the past, because they don't want that for you. They've moved over so they can help you more. Perhaps the pain they were causing you was the reason they left, because based on the contract, you may have had an understanding that that person was here to teach you something and it wasn't being learnt. So they chose to leave, and in leaving, the pain or the frustration or whatever you're feeling, it was done on purpose to help your soul to grow. So look within your heart with the heart chakra, with a rose quartz, to find it deeply in your heart somewhere to forgive them, because in forgiving them, you will release the pain, you will cut the contract, and this is where you experience a soul growth. Such a beautiful message. This person was very important, very significant, and your contract was very important to both of you. So to learn and grow, forgive them as they forgive you, so that you can be together in the next life. So I hope this resonated with you, pile number 3. Please like and subscribe to help my channel grow. If you'd like a personal reading, please feel free to reach out to me. My information is in the description below. So don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you. God bless and have a great day. And I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye-bye.